The 2024 United States Grand Prix will be remembered as one of the most frustrating moments in Lewis Hamilton's career. The seven-time world champion, who is in his final season with Mercedes, faced a series of issues that led to his early exit from the main race, right on the third lap. This incident wasn't an isolated case, but rather the culmination of a series of difficulties Hamilton has been facing in recent races. From problems in the sprint race to a disastrous qualifying session, Hamilton's weekend in Austin turned into a real nightmare. The issues go beyond simple bad luck or mechanical failures, raising serious questions about Mercedes' strategies and even speculations about possible favoritism toward his teammate George Russell. Are we witnessing the inglorious end of one of the most successful partnerships in Formula One history? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more analysis, and let's get to it. The United States Grand Prix started promisingly for Lewis Hamilton. Despite the challenges he faced throughout the weekend, including issues in the sprint race and a disappointing qualifying, the seven-time world champion was determined to showcase his resilience and skill in the main race. However, fate had other plans. By the third lap, the world watched in shock as Hamilton's car lost control in turn 19, a notoriously challenging section of the Circuit of the Americas. The W15 spun violently, leaving Hamilton stuck in the gravel and effectively ending his participation in the race. It was a shocking moment for fans and a bitter conclusion to what had already been a tough weekend. What makes this situation even more frustrating is that Hamilton had expressed concerns about the car before the race even began. Since the sprint race, he had been struggling with suspension issues, a problem that apparently wasn't adequately addressed by the Mercedes team. Hamilton even suggested that he preferred to start from the pit lane. This strategy would have allowed the team to make significant changes to the car, potentially resolving some of the issues plaguing him. However, Mercedes chose not to accommodate this request, a decision that now raises serious questions about the team's strategy and their ability to respond to their drivers' needs. Hamilton's early exit has fueled growing speculations about the challenges he has been facing within the Mercedes team. Hamilton's frustration is not an isolated incident. The seven-time champion, known for his consistency and ability to extract the maximum from his car, has found himself battling not only his rivals on the track, but also his own equipment. In recent races, Hamilton has faced a series of technical challenges with his Mercedes W15. Issues with balance, lack of grip, and reliability problems have consistently hampered his performance. Even more concerning are the questionable strategies adopted by the Mercedes team, which have, on several occasions, seemed to undermine Hamilton's chances of achieving better results. A notable example was the Singapore Grand Prix, where the team's decision to put Hamilton on a different tire strategy from his rivals resulted in a significant drop in positions. This was not the only occasion when Mercedes' strategic decisions appeared to favor his teammate, George Russell. The performance comparison between Hamilton and Russell has been a recurring theme this season. While Russell has managed to deliver more consistent performances with the W15, Hamilton seems to be struggling more to find the car's optimal balance. This disparity raises questions about whether the car is being developed in a way that favors Russell's driving style. We know this is Hamilton's last year with Mercedes, but it didn't have to be this way. These recurring issues have not only affected Hamilton's performance on the track, but also seem to be impacting his confidence and morale. The British driver's frustrations have become increasingly evident in his radio communications and post-race interviews. The situation is particularly painful for a partnership that has produced so many historic moments in the sport. As Hamilton's problems persist and Mercedes' strategic decisions continue to raise eyebrows, conspiracy theories and speculations about possible sabotage have inevitably emerged. While such allegations are serious and lack concrete evidence, they reflect the level of frustration and distrust that has developed among some fans and observers of the sport. Sabotage theories gained traction after the incident at the Canadian GP, where an anonymous email accusing Mercedes of sabotaging Hamilton's car was sent to several key figures in F1. Although the team promptly denied these accusations and even involved authorities to investigate the origin of the email, the incident served to fuel further speculations. Analyzing Mercedes' recent strategic decisions, it's hard not to notice a pattern of choices that seem to consistently disadvantage Hamilton. From questionable tire strategies to poorly timed pit stop decisions, There's a growing sense that something is amiss within the team. The impact of these theories and speculations on the historic partnership between Hamilton and Mercedes cannot be underestimated. A relationship once seen as one of the most harmonious and successful pairings in F1 history now appears to be deteriorating before our eyes. Hamilton's statements have become increasingly frustrated and critical, while the Mercedes team seems to be struggling to provide satisfactory explanations for their recurring problems. It's important to note that both Hamilton and Mercedes have vehemently denied any suggestion of intentional sabotage. Toto Wolff, head of the Mercedes team, dismissed the allegations as conspiracy theories and reaffirmed the team's commitment to the success of both drivers. However, actions speak louder than words, and Hamilton's ongoing struggles continue to fuel speculations. The situation raises important questions about team dynamics in F1, especially when a driver is about to leave the team. Could it be that, consciously or unconsciously, teams begin to favor the driver who will stay with them in the future? Or are we simply witnessing an unfortunate series of coincidences and bad luck? As we approach the end of the 2024 season, it becomes increasingly evident that Lewis Hamilton's final season with Mercedes is far from the grand finale that many had hoped for. What should have been a celebration of one of the most successful partnerships in Formula One history has turned into a series of disappointments and frustrations. Expectations for this season were high. Fans, analysts, and even rivals expected to see Hamilton fighting at the front of the grid, possibly adding more wins and even an 8th world title to his already impressive resume. However, the reality has been quite different. Inconsistent performance, mechanical failures, and questionable strategies have kept Hamilton away from the top of the podium for most of the season. Compared to previous successful seasons, the difference is stark. Where we once saw dominance and consistency, we now see struggle and frustration. The Hamilton who used to extract the maximum from his car, even in adverse conditions, seems to be struggling to find harmony with the W15. The impact of this turbulent season on Hamilton's legacy in Formula One is a topic of intense debate. Some argue that a bad season cannot overshadow a brilliant career, while others fear that this bitter end could tarnish the image of the most successful driver in the sport's history. What is undeniable is that this season is adding an unexpected and complicated chapter to Hamilton's career narrative. With the confirmation of Hamilton's move to Ferrari in 2025, numerous speculations have emerged about how he will perform with the Italian team. Many wonder if the move to Ferrari will be the fresh start Hamilton needs. The Maranello team has shown signs of improvement in recent years, and the prospect of seeing Hamilton in Ferrari red is exciting for many fans. As we gear up for the upcoming races and the 2025 season, one thing is certain: the world of Formula One will be watching closely. Whatever the outcome, we are witnessing history in the making, and Lewis Hamilton's legacy will continue to be discussed and celebrated for many years to come. Thank you for watching until the end.